Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to my FlossTube channel. My name's Laura Clark, also known as Butterfly Stitches 83 and Cotton and Clay UK on Instagram. And yeah, welcome to my FlossTube channel where we talk about all things cross stitch and specifically Flossmas day one. So excited. Can't wait to spend more time with you. Quicker, not quite daily, but nearly daily videos, fingers crossed. Yeah, I'll talk more about that in a minute, about what the plans are. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. You guys know I'm not techie, so we don't have a fancy intro with Christmas music because that's just not me. But I'm adorning myself in various headwear throughout the month to invest a bit of extra Christmas spirit, but we've got Christmas stitching, so that should be enough, let's be honest. Just going to move you back a little smidge. There we go. So yeah, let's talk about how it's going to work. So first of all, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here and you like some of the cross stitch stuff that I post, please feel free to check out one of my regular FlossTube videos where it'll be a bit more stitching going on, more stitching stuff. And yeah, if you like it, please feel free to subscribe. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing and watching and commenting and just all the lovely love. So let's talk about what we're doing for Flossmas. So you guys know I've only had my channel since sort of springtime, I think I started. But one of the things I really wanted to do when I started my FlossTube channel was to do Flossmas. I watched a few Flossmas videos last year and that really helped get me into FlossTube in general, and it seemed so much fun, and I was like, yep, I definitely want to do that. For me, a daily video every single day is just not something I can commit to. Some days I'm working, some days I've got my kids and they are not the sort to let me get on. They'll want to be on camera, my daughter will be climbing up on my lap, it would just be tricky. So my plan is to do a daily video on the days I can do, which I've written down my schedule and I was going to share with you guys, but I was like, you know what, I don't want to in case something goes awry and I can't do certain days. But in theory, I should be able to do daily videos on Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then have Wednesday be I'm going to kind of group a few days together. You'll understand more because I've got some advent calendars and stuff, so you'll understand a bit more. And if you look at my previous FlossTube, I've explained it a bit more. So I'm going to do daily videos when I can. And then when I can't, I'm going to group a few days together. That's kind of how it's going to work. But if there are any days where I've grouped things together and I'm opening advent stuff that hasn't yet been, isn't on that day yet, then I will be putting spoiler all over the video and letting you know when a spoiler's coming, so you don't have to worry about that if we've got the same advent calendars. So what's the plan for these videos? So I think basically these are going to be short videos. Most of my usual FlossTube are pushing an hour or more. It's not going to be that because I'm not going to have an hour's worth of stitching to show you every day. So we're looking 10-15 minute videos a day, where we talk about the little bits of stitching that I've done. Usually I'm planning on focusing mostly on a couple of festive projects, and we open items from the 3 Stitchy advent calendars that I've got, which I'm so excited about. But yeah, we're going to get to the advents in a little while. Yeah, what other housekeeping have I got? Oh, a quick reminder that my Etsy shop is now back open. So regular viewers know that I shut my Etsy shop for I think it was about 7 or 8 weeks in the end, while I had some home renovations done. We are now back open, and a huge thank you to anyone who has shopped with me. I was really concerned that 1, I'd be on Etsy's naughty list for putting it on holiday mode for so long, and 2, that you guys on Instagram and YouTube would have forgotten about me. But you haven't, and it's so sweet, and a lot of people have come and ordered from me. I've had various people asking for custom orders, and it's just been lovely, and I'm so touched to have been welcomed back. If you are new and you've not visited my shop before, it's Cotton and Clay UK on Etsy, and I create polymer clay needle minders, ring bing, floss rings and scissor fobs, all things cross stitch and various other little bits and bobs gifty stuff, if you want to check it out. I don't usually do a lot of promo for it in here, but I just thought I'd mention that since it has just reopened fully. And other housekeeping, I promised you guys a giveaway. So I reached 2,000 subscribers about 3 videos ago, and I promised you guys a giveaway when I got there. And when I got there, it was time for the home renovations, and the giveaway was going to be a voucher for my Etsy. So it seemed quite pointless to do that. So the giveaway, I'm going to do it on this video, and I will probably draw the winner later on during the month. Maybe like, let's commit to no, I can't commit because I'm not sure what days I want to be doing a video, but I will tell you the previous video when I'm going to be announcing the winner in the next video, but it's going to be around about a week into the month. So yeah, if you want to enter the giveaway, the prize is going to be a £30 gift voucher for my Etsy shop. Then I want you to comment below. Make sure you're subscribed as well, and if you comment below what you're going to be stitching on during this next month, whether that be Christmassy or non-Christmassy. I love hearing about what everyone's stitching on because it helps to enable me, quite frankly. So leave me a comment below telling me what you're stitching on. Yeah, I will draw a winner from everyone who comments on this video, and I'll announce it in a few videos time, for a £30 voucher if that is something you might be interested in. I think that's all the housekeeping, so let's just crack on. So I haven't got anywhere near as much stitching done this since the last floss tube I did. One, because it's not been as long as usual, and also the shop's been reopened and it's been Christmas stuff, pre-Christmas stuff going on. So I've only got I've got 3 projects to show you, 2 pieces of haul, and then we're going to move on to advent calendars. So I've got no previous finish because this is Flossmas and I knew there'd be loads of other stuff going on. I've not brought a previous finish today, but I have got one new finish, which I'm so chuffed about. And here it is. This is Primrose Cottage Stitches Autumn Quaker. I absolutely love it. I love this Quaker series. You guys might have seen that I have finished the Honeybee Quaker. I shared that a couple of videos ago. Might have been the last one or the one before. I've also got the 3 other seasons, so I've decided to start this one, and then I'm going to be doing them over the 2 months of that season. So this one I started last month and finished November. So started in October, finished in November. And I'm going to start the winter one this month with the idea of finishing in January, so on and so forth. So yeah, I love it so much. The floss I've used it's not the called for. I must have bought about 6 different oranges before I settled on this one, to be honest. I was really indecisive, which is not usually like me, but I was with this. But this is Clockwork by Weeks Dye Works. I had to fudge a smidge because, what did I do wrong? It was somewhere around here I messed up. So technically it's not a square. I think this is 1 stitch longer than that, because I had to fudge it a little bit, but it's not really noticeable. And I'm going to make them into pillows, and my pillows are so wonky that you'd never notice if it was a stitch or 10 out anyway. So this is my finish, and I'm really chuffed with it. The pattern calls for a 2003 because that's when they released it, but I've changed it to it calls for 2023 and I've changed it to 2024. My 4's a bit dodgy because I'm not very good at making stuff up, but I'm hoping it works. Yeah, so that's my one finish for the month, and that was my main thing that I really wanted to finish because I wanted to get it done in November when autumn was finished, if that makes sense. So that's my finish for this month. My new start for this month is super exciting. It is Winter Essentials by the Primitive Hare. Go a bit closer so you can see the picture properly. I bought this pattern at Big Stitch Retreat earlier in the year, and she had it there displayed as well, and it looked so beautiful. And I had to get, when I realised that she had this exact fabric on her stall as well, I had to get the fabric, because the printed snowflake fabric kind of like makes it, doesn't it? It's just wonderful. So I bought this. The idea is that I'm gonna hopefully finish it, if not before Christmas, then this winter, if you like. But we'll see, because this section that I've done so far seems to have taken me much longer than I expected. But here's where we are. I started in the center, and oh, hang on, I'm gonna fold, otherwise we'll never be able to see. Oops. And here's where we are. So I've done the center panel with the horse, Christmas pud, present, great big Christmas cake, another present, and yeah, it's so cute. I debated whether or not to use the called for colours, because obviously it's quite a, what's the expression I would use? It's kind of like a gothic Christmas, is that a thing? I don't know, but it's all dark browns and blacks, and then even the colours, like the green is sort of quite a dark green, and I thought I debated making it all brights, you know, and totally changing it, but then I thought, well, no, you've got the fabric, you just go with the vibe. So I have got almost called for colours, or very close to, if I don't have them. I also didn't realise quite how much gold, metallic gold, is in it. There's a lot. And I need to stop covering my mouth. There we go. There is quite a lot of metallic gold in it. You guys know that metallic threads are in some ways, well, I call them the devil's dental floss. Some of them are terrible. DMC Light Effects, cannot stand it. No, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to touch it. However, I use DMC Diamante Grande, however you say it, Diamante Grande, I don't know. And it's wicked. They don't do as many colours as you're going to get in Light Effects, but they do like 2 or 3 different golds, a couple of silvers. I think they might do a copper. They do like maybe a reddy one. They do a few colours, but mostly you only really, I really only use gold and silver and occasionally copper. And what's good about it is you can use a single strand. If you get the Grande version, you can just get DMC Diamond, which you would still need 2 strands. But if you get the Grande version, you only have to use 1 strand. And I think that makes a big difference, because it's not, the threads are not rubbing together and doing that horrible thing with metallic thread where it just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Frays everywhere, and just gets all horrible. You still want to go slow. You still want to use a short length, and just go easy with it. But yeah, so fortunately, because I use that, it's actually worked out quite well, and I've managed to do the gold. The only part where I might not do the gold, as you can't really see here, but so it's called Winter Essentials. The E is all in gold. And I'm thinking I might do that in the nice dark green instead, because there's not enough green on it for my liking, and it will make it stand out a bit more, and I might have got sick of the gold by then. So that's the plan. So yes, that is my new start for this month. And my whip, which I wanted to be a finish. I really did. I tried my best, but you can see I'm just not quite there. I keep falling asleep of an evening. I'm usually a real night owl. But I keep falling asleep like really early, and physically falling asleep cross-stitching, like with my needle and my project in my hand. And yeah, so I mean, the night I finished the autumn Quaker, I literally had to keep waking myself up doing a few more stitches, because I was determined to finish it that evening. So that was fun. But anyway, so I didn't finish this guy, but I got pretty close. This is Wee Santa 2019. I've also got Wee Santa 2020, or is it this year's? It's either this year's or 2020, I can't remember which one, which I might do if I've got time this Christmas, otherwise that's going into stash for next Christmas. And I'm so close. Ignore my hanging threads, because I have just pulled this out of my hoop this morning. I'm really close. So I've literally just got to finish this bit here. There might be 1 or 2 more snowflakes, but yeah, and then I'm nearly done. But oh my God, I love it. I love it so much. I think I mentioned in my previous video, for his beard, I'm using Weeks Dye Works Lightning White Lightning. Lightning White, White Lightning, something like that. I'll link it below. And it's this beautiful colour that gives this like these grey tones within the white, which I just thought was perfect. Yeah, and I love him so much. I love the fact, the randomness of this elf going like sideways, like what? I just love it. I just love it so much. Yeah, love him. And I'm so chuffed that he'll be a Christmas finish, because I reckon half an hour, 40 minutes, and I'll be done. So yeah, so they are actually the only projects that I have to show you, because it's been less time and I haven't done as much stitching, and that Winter Essentials one seemed to take me ages. And to be fair, I was only about halfway on this one, so I basically just almost went monogamous. Not quite, almost. I went three-nogamous. What the hell? What am I talking about? Anyway, move on. So I've got two pieces of, well, I've got one piece of haul. You know what? Technically, neither of them are haul, because they were both gifted to me. So let's call it Stitchy Kindness. So first of all, I've got a gorgeous project bag to show you. Oh my God. So Caroline Stitching Corner, met her and got to know her at Big Stitch. She's one of the girls who I'm doing the quack along with. If you want more info on the quack along, I've banged on about it in about 3 different videos. But it's basically a Quaker pattern by Star Parade Designs. In fact, let me quickly show you it. I've not done any more on this, but I'm just going to show you it because it happens to be in the bag. So this is the pattern. Whenever I'm talking about quack along, this is what I'm talking about. This cutie. I say it's a cutie because it's cute, but it's not cute because it's not cute for being small, because it's absolutely enormous. And that you guys have seen. This is where I'm up to on it. But project bag wise, we need ducks, right? We need ducks. I've got my duck needle minder. This is one of my guys from my shop. And all the other duck accessories. We needed a duck project bag. And when Caroline said that she was making some, and did anyone want to buy one, I was like, yes, please. Yes, I do. Because I saw in the flesh some of the stuff she'd made at Big Stitch, and it was just beautiful. So I said yes. We came to a little deal. She was going to Stitch in London the second weekend. And I was doing my exclusive accessory set for that. So we made a little deal that instead of buying from each other, we'd just do a swap. So I left an accessory set for her with Marie to give to her for the second weekend. And she left the bag with Marie, and finally got it. Marie had sent it back with all my stock a week or so ago. So I finally got it, and I love it so much. Look at this. I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Caroline. I love it. It's perfect. I mean, could it be any more perfect? It basically matches my needle minder. I love it so much. And it's got a lovely vinyl front, and it's gorgeous quality. And I'm so excited to have my project in it. Have my all my ducks in a row. All my ducks in a project bag. I feel very hyper this morning. You know what? I think it's because I'm about to open my advents. So I think that's why I'm a little bit hyper. So sorry if I'm even more chaotic than usual. So I've got about 15 skeins of the floss that you need for this project because it's so massive. So thank you so much, Caroline. Absolutely love it. And the second thing to show you has been kindly gifted to me by Historical Sampler Company, and it is their new Stitch Along, which is Little Owl Patchwork Sampler. If you want to see sneak peeks of the design, you can go on Historical Sampler Company's website or on their Instagram, and you can see a little sneak peek of what this is going to be. It starts on 1st of January. I believe you can still, I think they're doing a gift box. I'm not sure if they've sold out of the gift boxes yet, but you'll still be able to get the kit, I'm assuming. And let me just quickly show you the colours. Oops. Open it carefully. I'm going to want to reseal it. There we go. And you get in your kit a needle. They always give you a needle, and it's always one of the gold ones, which I love. These, oh, and the beautiful, I went for the linen. This is a 32 count, gorgeous. And these are the lovely colours. Gorgeous. Gorgeous wintry colours. So yeah, this one starts in January. And if you want more information, I will link below. I'll try and find the link to the actual kit. So I will link that directly below. But huge thank you to Historical Sampler Company for sending that to me. They are absolutely awesome. And I've also got their advent calendar. So yeah, this could be fun. Okay, where are we? Where are we? We've done our stitching. We've done our tiny bit of haul. It's advent time. So excited. So I haven't had an advent calendar for, 15 years, more years. Not even a chocolate one. The elves bring chocolate ones for my children, but I don't get one. So I'm very excited because this year I've got 3 Stitchy advent calendars. Now, this is a massive indulgence, and I hate, you know, when you watch videos, and especially like online influencers and stuff, and they have they've spent so much money and they have these like massive Amazon hauls, and like it just makes me like really uncomfortable because I'm like, oh, it feels a bit gross. And I hate that. I don't ever want to come across like that. So I just want to put out there that I accept that 3 rather expensive Stitchy advent calendars is a big indulgence. I've paid for them with the profits from my business, and as a little treat, a big treat. So yes, I want to put that out there, that I'm aware that this is a lot of money to spend on cross stitch stuff, and yeah, and I hope no one like shames me for it or whatever. In my defense, I have got some friends who've got a lot more than 3 who make me feel a bit better. But anyway, lots of love to them. I have got 3 advent calendars, and as I say, I'll be opening day 1 today, on day 1 of Advent. And every time I do a daily video, I'm going to open obviously that day's, and then if I do any videos where I'm grouping a few days together, because I'm anticipating I'm not going to be able to post a video for a few days, and then I will be opening all of those days. However, in the title of the video, as on today's one, I'm going to be putting which day of Flossmas this is, or days. And on those ones, I will be putting spoiler in the top of the video. And I will also be telling you before I open them, this is a spoiler. This is not today's. So hopefully no one who's got these advents themselves will be spoiled. And you can just wait until those days have passed, then hopefully come back and watch me if you want to. The 3 advents that I've got Puntini Puntini, Paola. I'm assuming, given that she's from Italy, that you would say it Paola and not Paula. And I've been admiring her designs for about a year or so. I first discovered her when Yaz from Yasmin's Made with Love was doing Flossmas last year, and she had her advent calendar, and I was like, what is this? What is this beautiful designedness? So I've been following her since, but I've been actively not ordering her patterns because I knew I would want this year's advent and there'd be a lot of patterns in there, and I didn't want to buy them and then have doubles. So the only patterns of hers that I have been gifted to me. So I've got the Moonlight Owl that Kim from Stitchy Squirrels finished. She was sitting next to me at Stitch in London, and she finished it while we were there, and I was admiring it. So bless her, she gave me her pattern. And I also got the Strawberry Lemonade one, also as a gift from Sherwood Cheesecake and Cross Stitch. And when I ordered the advent, bless her, Paola says, if anyone's ordered stuff from me, let me know, and I can kind of like, customize the advent calendar to not include those. So I did let her know about those 2, and I also checked that one particular pattern of hers that I'm desperate for was going to be in it, and she said it was, though. So it's mostly the standard advent, but I did like tweak a tiny bit. My second advent calendar is the Historical Sampler Company. I just they are beautiful. As you know, their kits are gorgeous. The stuff that I've stitched from them this year has been beautiful. So I absolutely had to get their advent calendar. I believe it contains 6 kits, 6 sort of mini Christmas kits. And lots of other stitchy stuff and general crafting stuff, which I'm okay with because I love most crafts, so that's fine with me. And I think there's some Christmas ornaments in there as well. Obviously it's all a mystery till you open it, but that's generally what's meant to be in there. And my third advent calendar is the Evertote Roxy Floss Modern Folk Embroidery collab, which has come all the way from Canada. And I'm super excited about it because you guys know I love modern folk embroidery and I'm obsessed with Roxy Floss. And it's a pattern, I believe it works, that it's a new part of the pattern every day. And the idea is that you keep up with it and stitch that little part. That's going to be my plan. I'm putting this out there in the hope that it happens. I'm planning to stick to do daily stitching for December. And if I get nothing else done to keep up with the modern folk embroidery project, I'm putting it out there, but you know me, it depends how many stitches Jacob's given us a day. We'll see if it's manageable or not. It depends if I keep falling asleep on my needle, to be totally honest with you. But yes, you also get a skein of Roxy Floss every day, and I'm obsessed, and I think it's a really fun way of building your collection. Yeah, just to say, I bought all 3 of these myself. Nothing is sponsored, nothing is gifted. Yeah, so should we crack on? Should we open the first one? So excited. I also can't wait to then go afterwards, go and watch everyone else's like floss tubes so that they can so I can see what they've got as well. There's so many stitchy advents this year, like so many, like it's amazing. I didn't do mine this year because of my renovation, but I'll be bringing my one back for my shop next year. So first of all, I've got Puntini Puntini. It came wrapped in this beautiful tissue with a lovely card, and you get a different envelope every day, and they're all stamped with the day, and we've got a little Merry Christmas on. So let's get day ones out. Let's put these ones back so I'm not tempted. Now, I've had most of these for weeks, if not months, sitting in my lounge looking at me. So I'm pretty pleased with myself that I've not got much self-control when it comes to cross stitch, as you guys well know from my haul sections. So like I'm pretty pleased with myself, like not just attacking it and going mental. So this is day 1 of Puntini Puntini. If you've not opened yours yet, look away now. So what have we got in here? It's a pattern. Oh my God, it's cute. It's cute. Cookies for Santa. Look at this. This is adorable. Dear Santa, the cookies are good. I wanted to be sure. And it's got milk, cookies, and a little one with a bite out. So this is really sweet because when this is stitched, so my kids have got a plate that they leave out for Santa. And it's like a special plate with writing on and their names on, and a little space for like a cookie or a mince pie, milk, and a carrot for the reindeer. And this would actually be super cute to just put with that on a Christmas Eve. So we get it out every Christmas Eve, obviously, before he comes. And this would be super cute to put with that. So yeah, I absolutely love it. And it's only 5 colours as well, which is wicked. So thank you so much, Paola. I love it. I love it. Oh, so exciting. Right, let's do day 1 of Historical Sampler Company. Now, I have to say the box that Historical Sampler Company sent their advent in is gorgeous. Let me just try and show you. So obviously it's come in an outside box as well, but the actual box is really sturdy. It's got one of these nice flaps with a little magnet on, and I love this box so much. Because I always need storage boxes for my cross stitch, so I think I'm going to afterwards maybe try and decoupage this. I haven't done decoupage for years, but I think that'd be quite pretty. Anyway, and then when you open it, It's so beautifully done. So you get a lovely welcome letter telling you all about it. You also get an envelope with, let me show you what's inside, with some backing board and some gingham fabric, which I believe is to be used for finishing on some of the kits that are in the advent. And you also get this cute little bag. Now this, technically I have opened this, okay, and I'm justifying it to myself because it's not day one, you know, this is kind of just the general welcome, whatever. I've opened it, and inside, let me show you, another gold needle, and this is all the threads. I believe these are the threads that I needed for all the threads that are needed for all the projects that are in there. It says Historical Sample Company Advent Projects 2024. So I believe this is all the threads that you get. So you're getting the patterns and then you get your threads from here, which I think is actually a really good way of doing it. And it also kind of shows that they're all going to be like cohesive, like they're all using similar colours, which I think is pretty neat. So, and I love the little bag as well. Just want to keep that for future Christmassy stuff. Do I need to read any of it? I don't think I do. I will just say in the box you'll find 24 individual packages, one for each day of Advent. The gifts are a mix of crafting goodies, stitching accessories and decorative Christmas items. 6 of the packages include exclusive Christmas cross-stitch projects to enjoy. Yeah, you'll find in the Advent box a drawstring bag inside which we have placed all the DMC threads and a gold-plated needle needed to complete the 6 projects. And also the mount board and the red and white gingham, which I think is like a really nice way of doing it. That's very slick. We have fabulous tutorial videos on our YouTube channel and our website to help you complete and finish your amazing Christmas ornaments, which is good because finishing is not my forte. So I love that. Happy Christmas, everyone. Suzanne and Joanne, who are lovely. You had 2 options, well, there was various options. You could order just the Advent box, or you could order the Advent box. I think if you just ordered the Advent box, you also got the PDF version of the Robin Christmas Patchwork project, which I've started and showed you in my previous video, or you could order it so you actually got the kit included as well. They gifted me the kit, bless them, so I did get the kit separately, so I just bought the Advent box. And inside we've got all these gorgeous wrapped parcels to rifle through, so I'm going to grab day 1. Seriously guys, this is like Christmas morning. You know what? You know what's nice? You know what? I'm not going to feel guilty about treating myself to stuff, because as parents, as adults really, but especially as parents, we focus so much on making Christmas brilliant for our children and they buy everything. And then quite often, although me and my husband buy each other presents, we usually know what it's going to be. We don't bother with surprises. We don't exchange presents with our family anymore because we agreed years ago that we'd just focus on the kids in the family, because otherwise it gets crazy money. So really we don't, and sometimes after I've like wrapped up all the kids' presents, I go to my husband, oh, let's not even bother wrapping ours. And he, to be fair to him, he's always like, oh no, we should wrap. And I'm like, all right, but it's mostly for the sake of the kids so that we can be unwrapping stuff with them. So I guess my point is that we don't treat ourselves a lot when once we're adults, especially as parents. So I've decided that's it. That's the last of me feeling awkward and guilty about treating myself to these Advent boxes, because this is like Christmas morning for me. Moving on, number 1. Love it. Beautiful little stickers as well. So let's see what's inside. I think this is our first little kit. Oh, I love this. So first we've got the fabric, which is Ada, I believe. I'm going to guess 16 count. Really nice, beautiful colour and quite soft. And our first project, which is Gingerbread House. Look at this. I'm glad there's photos, because it dawned on me as I was opening it. I was like, oh, if it's chart only, I won't be able to show you on here. I love it. And it's got really good instructions on the back as well. Isn't sweet. So sweet. Oh, see, this is a problem because how am I going to keep up with the Christmas stitching I just mentioned and the robin sow that's part of this, and also find time to stitch these? I might go and stash for next year. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, guys. Beautiful day one. I won't keep everything in their envelopes, otherwise I'm just going to not know what's going on. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so far so good. Now on to Evertote. So, as I said, this is a collaboration between Evertote, Roxy Floss and Modern Folk Embroidery. I saw some people who had this advent last year and was dead jealous of them. Jacob's designs are just so gorgeous. Like, well, the name of the company, Modern Folk Embroidery, pretty much sums it up. Because it's folksy but also modern, and they're like samplers, but they've also got like a modern twist. They're just beautiful. Check them out if you haven't already. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you're all familiar with Jacob's work already. And I've bought from Evertote before. Awesome company. And Kerry at Roxy Floss is just absolutely lovely, and I love her floss and her fabrics. So I'm so excited to have this one. A real indulgence, but really, really happy and excited. Plus, I ordered it from Canada and they got it here, God, weeks and weeks ago. It was brilliant. So, a nice box. Opened me on 1st December. Obviously, I opened before then just to look at the info. And then, oops, a packing slip. And then you get a lovely, like, welcome information. And on the back, I have to be careful I don't flash you the back. There's a bonus pattern on the back of here. A Christmas tree, beautiful Christmas tree bonus pattern, and an alphabet as well. So really, really love that. And inside, you know what, I am going to read this one out because I think like they can be a bit, I remember being a bit confused last year about how their advent calendar worked until I'd watched all the Flossmas's. So in case you want to get their Christmas countdown next year, I'm going to read out what it says. So, we are so happy to have you on board for the 2024 Holiday Countdown Sale. That's what they call it actually, that we call it an advent calendar, they call it a holiday countdown, which will take us on a journey through the Nordic regions. In addition to daily stitching challenge, we'll also be looking at some interesting winter traditions celebrated in this part of the world. So what I love about Jacob, and I saw him at Big Stitch, he did 2 lectures there, is that he's so knowledgeable and so passionate, especially about samplers, and he would always give you this extra information. Whenever you buy a pattern from him, there's usually extra like illustrations, photos and information. It's just so in depth. I love it. The design is charted for 25 different colours. Each day you're getting 1 new skein of floss, which will be used for that day's stitching. On some days, a previous day's floss might also be used. Like, they've really had to think through how to design this and get it all to work with only the floss that you have from that day. Really clever. I've tried to keep the daily stitch count around 200 crosses. See, I don't actually know what I stitch in a day, so that doesn't, I never count. 200, that might, yeah, that seems doable. That seems doable, right? Some days there will be a little bit more and some days a little less. Falling behind on the project is not a problem at all, what's most important is to enjoy the project and have fun these coming days. Bless him. It's like I feel seen. The Holiday Countdown is a collaboration between 3 indie craft businesses, hosted and organised by Caroline from Evertote, a pattern designed by me, Modern Folk Embroidery, using linen and floss exclusively produced for this project by Kerry from Roxy Floss Co. Each countdown is planned meticulously and takes a year of planning and organising to get all the threads dyed, charts designed and printed, and the little extras included and then packed and shipped to you. It's a labour of love from all 3 businesses, and we hope you'll enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making this for you. I love him. In the spirit of being a holiday sale, we'd love it if you wouldn't jump ahead and share such progress on social media, as it remains a mystery for everyone until the very end. Okay, well, I might do that a little bit, but I am going to put spoilers. So it is technically still going to be a mystery. Please don't hate me, Jacob. Then it's got the technical details, and then a bit more info on what you're getting. Caroline at Evertote's going to upload a video to her FlossTube channel, so you'll see, you know, like the daily challenges and the tips and tricks and stuff like that. And yes, and then what is really handy is there's this chart. Whoops. Okay, I've got the sun in my face now, so I can't show you. But basically, you can write, it's got day 1, and the Roxy and the space and the symbol, and then a space to write the Roxy Floss Co name on it, which I think is really handy because after like 3 days I'd be getting totally confused. So yeah, love it. And look at this illustration as well. So exciting. So drum roll, mega excited. So you've got day 1, and then you've also got the fabric. You got to choose what fabric you wanted. I chose the 28 count even weave. So I haven't opened this yet because I have some boundaries. So let's open this up. Oh, pretty. Oh, it's so soft. It's gorgeous. It's so hard to show you in this light because I've now got the sunlight streaming right in. Oh, hang on. No, silly light. There we go. It's a gorgeous kind of very, very pale grey, icy, I don't know what you'd call it. I mean, they've called it glacier, so that makes sense. It's gorgeous and it's so soft. Oh, I love it. I love it. And how big are we thinking? Okay. Okay. So it's not huge. So this means I might be able to keep up. If it fits on this with room, then it looks bigger on video. Then I might be able to keep up. Let's see how we go. So let's fold that back up before I muck it up and spill something. Okay, let's open day 1. I'm excited. Again, all clearly marked with nice stickers. Goodies. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this. So I believe on day 1 you get extra goodies. I think generally every other day you just get a skein of floss, but you get a skein of floss and the pattern for that day. But I know you get some extra goodies on day 1. This is awesome. So we've got a gorgeous, gorgeous needle minder. They're needle minders, they're wooden needle minders. I'm always quite jealous when I see other people's. I'm always like, yeah, I wish I had that. I love it. Oh, super strong magnet. Gorgeous. Okay, love that. Let me show you again one time. Gorgeous. Ah, tree ornament. These are such beautiful quality. And a little bit of ribbon to put it on the tree with. John James needle, size 28. Love this. And oh, this is handy. Oops, wrong way. It's a floss ring. Because I was thinking, oh, do I need to get a floss ring out to store all my Roxy on? So I love that. That's dead handy. Excellent. And our first Roxy floss, which is called Suitable. The names are brilliant for Roxy floss. Again, the sun is making, let's go back a bit. The sun is making it look lighter, but it's actually this gorgeous, rich, dark wine red. Stunning. Oh, I'm excited. And then our pattern. Now, I have to be careful not to show you the pattern. So, with this, we do just have the pattern. We don't, because it's only a little bit each day, we don't have a picture of the pattern each day. So, it would be quite fun because you'll have to wait until until I've done the stitching to see it. Or let's be honest, until someone else doing a Flossmas has done the stitching because they're going to be quicker than me. So, here is our gorgeous card. Now, Jacob does the most beautiful, as I said, really amazing cards that go with it and some info. It's day 1 of the holiday countdown. We hope you'll enjoy the ride this year. To kick things off, I've prepared the first song for you today, which you can hear on the Modern Folk Embroidery YouTube channel. Oh, can't wait. Okay, I'll be hopping over to listen to that. Jacob's also like an awesome musician as well as fabulous cross-stitch designer. Oh, brilliant. And I love this picture. Are they on? I think they're in a carriage of some kind. Gorgeous. And I can't show you it, but you know what? This looks very, very manageable for day 1. Yes. Oh, I'm just reading his instructions. I love it. Okay, so that's manageable, you know. I don't know if it's part of a border, maybe. Don't know. You will see it hopefully tomorrow when I've stitched it, if I can keep up. Fingers crossed. Wow, I love it so much. Thank you so much, guys. See, this is exciting. You know, this is exciting. I'm very happy. So I guess that's it. Now, this video has ended up being 45 minutes, like my usual Floss tube. But that's not going to be every day, okay? That's just not going to be every day. So every day from now on, I'm literally just going to show you what I stitched the previous day and open the advents. So as I say, I'm hoping videos will only be 10 minutes or so because I know you'll have lots of other floss tubers to watch lovely Flossmas videos from. So thank you so much for joining me. A reminder that if you want to enter the giveaway to win a £30 cotton and clay gift voucher, then comment below what you are stitching on this festive period. Doesn't have to be Christmassy, but anything you are stitching on right now, please tell me in the comments below, and that will enter you into the giveaway, which I will draw in a few days' time. Yeah, so thank you so much. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's butterfly stitches 83 for all my stitching progress, and cotton_and_clay UK for my small business. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry I've been so chaotic and excitable. I basically feel like a little kid. I can't wait to crack on with the Evertote project. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.